Hello and welcome to RC Birds, and thanks for stopping by. To end this year, I do a little comparison between my TRX4 Ford Bronco from 1979 and the HB Toys Wilderness Beluga. I had done a few videos about the Beluga in the last weeks, and some of you asked me why this car and not a TRX4. So let me share my thoughts why I bought the Beluga. Both cars are great, that's for sure. Both are complete bore raced. Both have portal axles, and both cars have a four-wheel drive. The price of a TRX4, and I don't speak about the sport version, is around 500 to 600 euros. This car comes around 265 euros, which is half of the TRX4. So why, besides the price, should I buy a Beluga? I had upgraded both of my cars. This is my fun performance version. It's around 650 euros, or let's say 700. And this car, with everything I put on and in, is around 2000 euros. This is quite a difference. Okay, for a TRX4 you get more parts. Most of the aftermarket parts you can buy for a TRX4 are for a Land Rover Defender, not for the Ford Bronco or the Blazer. But with some research, I find the parts I wanted. There are photo-etched parts behind the radiator grille. This Ford sign is made of metal. This sign was bought separate. The windows here are clear metal, which are coming along with the Beluga. I put in the first light kit from Traxxas. They now give you a new light kit, which can be steered over the radio system. I put on the roof lights, metal axles, Proline Hyrex tires, Proline all-field shocks with 2 springs, some skid plates. I've customized it for a preacher theme with this wheel coverage, the number plates, or this lava thing here. Jesse Custer sitting in here, holding a beer and the Bible on the dashboard. Oh, and I can assure you, this car is bought before Traxxas brought out a new winch. In this car, you had seen my last videos, I put on new wheels, I put in a sound system, I put in a brushless system, roof lights, the winch, chains, and for sure some stickers. It already has lights. Oh yeah, and the trailer hinge is not included. I put it on here too. I had it in my spare box. And also this wouldn't be a TRX4 if I wouldn't put on the Bluetooth or Wi-Fi system. And the cell phone holder to get the information about the car. The big difference between these two cars are the differentials, which can be locked. And to be honest, even if I put the tracks on this car, I have to lock the differentials. And beside trailing, I don't unlock these differentials. So for this, I can live with locked differentials, although here aren't any differentials in. They are just gears. But for crawling, this will be enough. And oh, I forgot, both cars have a low and a high gear. And for sure, both of my cars have the dual ESS sound system. Here on the Bronco, I haven't programmed it yet. I use only the standard configuration. This one is programmed, and therefore it takes a minute to stop. So why I bought this Beluga? There are several models of this Ford out there, which is a TRX4 new Bronco. I already had this on my program list, and for just thinking about the things I will buy with the new Bronco, it was around 2000 euros again. With the winch, the light set, Wi-Fi, sound system, and then I never had thought about doing something on the wheels or the axles. So it's kind of creepy. Then, of course, we have the Wilderness Beluga, but you also can get for 20-30 euros more, the RGT Pro Runner, which is more from technology like the Vanquish Phoenix. Or you can buy the Epsima Bronx, but this car is almost in the price class of a TRX4. And by the way, Bronx sounds like Charles Bronson will drive this car. You had scared the granny in the neighborhood. I run you over with my Bronx. So the Wilderness is a car which comes more to the TRX4. If you don't want to switch differentials and buy everything separate, which is a big con on the Traxxas thing. I mean, herein is a telemetry system for which I have to buy the BSC, the sensors, and if this isn't enough, for the motor heat sensor, you even have to buy separate the mount of the sensor, which comes along with an extra zip tie. So the prices for the Traxxas parts looking nice. Here 5 euros, there 5 euros, but they add. They add to a higher price, and this is a big negative thing which I think about Traxxas. For the Beluga, you get for a low price a ready-to-run car, including a battery, including lights, including wheel-looking mirrors, which can be folded, oil-filled shocks, metal gears, and fully ball raced. So the thing is, how important are the differentials? If you go out and crawl, you probably don't need differentials. If you go trailing, it depends where you trail. If you're in a forest, on a very soft surface, believe me, you won't even recognize that the tires might rub above the surface. And therefore, I don't need these differentials, and I'm good to go. This car is cheaper than most of my Tamiya cars, including everything, ball bearings, colors, servo, etc., etc. So if you're thinking about crawling, the Beluga is a very great car. It looks good. It has many features the TRX4 hasn't, which have to be bought separately. It works very good. You can upgrade it. On many things you can upgrade for the TRX4 too, but stay under the price of a TRX4. If you're just familiar with the crawling and like to upgrade a little bit more, the TRX4 is a weapon of choice. I bought the Beluga to give it to my granddaughters to go out in the woods or in the garden and crawl a little bit. And therefore it's fine. Okay, these are my thoughts about both cars. I like both. Both are great crawlers. So please let me know what you think. The comment section is yours. And as always, please like, share and subscribe. This really helped me out. See you soon on RC Birds.